Hi, this is Adam Koonsmiller with BGG TV at Gen Con 2015, and I'm joined by Shenye Lasau and Brandon Parsons, and we're here to talk about New York 1901.
That's right.
So, what is New York 1901?
New York 1901 is a skyscraper building game where you're going to be building skyscrapers in the famous streets of New York City. In order to do that, first you're going to need to acquire territory from this open marketplace turn. On your turn, you can take a card and place it on top of your character card, and then place your worker token on top of a corresponding territory. That's got to match the color and the size. You'll notice that there are two different sizes of territories on the board. We've got the size 2 territories and the size 3 over there. The territories are marked by the thick borders, and the dotted lines in the middle there are just inside the territories.
Okay.
So once you've acquired a territory from the open marketplace, that is yours for the rest of the game. You are free to build skyscrapers as you wish inside of that. You could immediately, if you wanted to, drop one of these small guys inside of there and score the points printed on it, advancing your score token forward 2 in this case. However, you don't have to build on that turn. You could save it and wait to acquire more territory to expand and perhaps fit something a little bit more interesting in there.
Interesting, and I'm sure lucrative.
And lucrative, yes. The bigger they are, the more points you'll get.
Right.
So in the beginning of the game, you're limited to only the bronze level technology. If you look at the skyscraper tokens, you'll see they have divided into 3 different colors around their point value, and that indicates their level of technology. So we have the bronze, we have 6 bronze level, 6 silver, and 6 gold here in our color. And each player has a set of these in front of them. So in the beginning game, you can only build bronze. As you build skyscrapers and score points, eventually you will unlock superior technology. Yes, and that will be very important, not only to score points, but also for your second option, number 2 option on your turn, and that is to demolish your standing buildings and replace them with newer ones. So, for example, if I had these 2 bronze level skyscrapers on the board, let's say they're over here, I could demolish them and replace them with a skyscraper of a superior generation of technology.
Okay.
So that's silver or gold in this case. So I would then, any skyscrapers that fall under the footprint of my new skyscraper are removed from the game, and I place my new skyscraper in its place, scoring points for it. You don't lose points for the ones that are demolished, but they are removed from the game, so you can't score them in the future. And those are your basic 2 options. You're either expanding your territory and then choosing whether or not you want to build, or you're demolishing your standing buildings and replacing them to score more points. There are some bells and whistles in the game, as I like to say. We have our 3 action cards. These are single-use cards. Use as many as you want to on your turn, and they're going to give you a bonus action. For instance, you can acquire 2 territories with this card, you can build twice with this card, or you can refresh your marketplace, putting the 4 face-up cards on the bottom of the deck and replacing them with 4 if you spend this card. Additionally, there are 4 special skyscrapers, and these guys are the legendary skyscrapers. They are bigger and worth significantly more points than your standard fare, and most importantly, they are communal. They are first come, first serve.
So this will be a player set, but these are
exactly, yes. So
one of each.
Certainly, yes. So these would be directly in front of me, and these would probably be somewhere over there in a normal game.
Gotcha.
Whoever first can fit them within their territory and has the desire to do so will add them to the board and place their king token on top of them. You only have 1 of these, so that means that you can only have 1 legendary skyscraper on the board. And these are a fancy type of gold skyscrapers, so you got to have unlocked gold technology to be able to build them. There are also bonus challenge cards, not pictured here inconveniently, but those cards will let you score more points at the end of the game. There's 5 Streets of New York cards, which correspond to the 5 colored streets of New York there. Each game you're going to shuffle them up and deal out 3, and those are the 3 you care about this game. Whoever has the most skyscraper tokens standing at those streets at the end of the game will score an additional 5 points. Which is
That's
crucial.
just like pieces of cardboard.
Number of cardboard. So this bad boy is just 1 skyscraper, but if I place him on Cedar, touching Cedar, Broadway, and Thames,
so getting credit all over.
Yeah, he's going to score for all of those. And additionally, we have 1 more type of challenge card. not only are there the streets of New York, there's also the bonus challenge cards. And those are going to reward you for building specific types of skyscrapers or placing them in certain ways. So for instance, one of them will reward you for keeping your bronze level skyscrapers on the board. In a normal game, you're going to want to demolish them and replace with better, bigger skyscrapers. But if the Bronze Baron is on the challenge card for the game, it's going to turn the tables and you're actually going to want to keep your bronze skyscrapers. And it's things like that where they add just a nice little twist to the game, adds to the replay value. The game is over when either the marketplace can no longer be refreshed, meaning there are fewer than 4 cards remaining, or when one player has 4 skyscrapers left in front of them. That will trigger the end of the game. So each other player gets 1 more turn, then we'll add in the points for the bonus cards, and 1 additional point for each action card you still have in your hand. The player with the most points wins, and in case of a tie, the tiebreaker is largest legendary skyscraper.
Great, and so how long does this all take typically?
It takes about 15 minutes per player, so 30 minutes. Yes, yes. And it's something new for our company, as you may know. This is our first big box game, and it is something that has been very good for us. We are excited to progress down this line, and Shenye is our first game designer leading the way in that.
Great. Well, thank you, Brandon and Shenye, for talking to us about New York 1901.
My pleasure. I was quiet. Thanks, Brandon.
Well, you did all the hard work. You made the game, right?
I passed the torch.